They called the lands beyond the wall cursed and frozen, a place where only wildlings, beasts, and monsters could survive. However, I saw something different. I saw a kingdom waiting to be born, waiting to be taken. I, Gregor Stark, Lord of the Warg Wood, have raised the banners of the first men beyond the wall, for we will unite the lost lands of our ancient ancestors. Here we are building something not many have seen built since the conquest of Aegon, a new kingdom. A kingdom of men who have dared to cross the wall seeking land, freedom, and a future. Second sons, hedge knights, hunters, and settlers now gather beneath the banner of House Stark, the true Starks of the North. They call our realm the Warg Wood, and I am its king. And it will endure. But I will not build my kingdom upon new stones alone. The lands beyond the wall are filled with the bones of the first men. Ancient strongholds stand abandoned, their ancient halls swallowed by ice and forest alike. I intend to reclaim them, rebuild them. The fist of the first men will rise again, its ancient stones will once more guard the far north. And to the far east, the ruins of Hardholm will be rebuilt, its broken shores turned into a fortress and harbor for a growing kingdom. These were not the homes of wildlings, but the ancient strongholds of the first men, and they will be ours once more. The north may end at the wall, but my kingdom does not, and from the Warg Wood, we will carve a new realm from the frozen wilderness, a realm built upon ancient stones, protected by men who refuse to abandon them, and ruled beneath the banner of the wolf, axe, and crown. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This is Sword of the Evening, and we are back on Ck3 AGOT with our House Stark, or also known as the Starks Who Marched North playthrough with Gregor, not Gregor, Gregor Whiteaxe of House Stark. I've gone and changed our sigil just a little bit. We kept the dire wolf, but we changed it to white, and we added the crossed white axes and the white crown to signify that Gregor is now the king of the Warg Wood, and his queen Alice Blackwood is with child, which is great for us. We have 6 children. We need to start marrying them off. Maybe we can get some alliances south of the wall, but it's a little hard. And this episode, I hope to continue growing the Warg Wood and maybe even finishing off the north of the Warg Wood and then the Valley of the Thin Kingdom titles. And we will see how much we can grow to unify the lands beyond the wall and maybe petition us to join the Iron Throne and to dissolve the Night's Watch. And we can attempt to get their lands, and then we will keep the wall, we will fund it, we will rebuild it, but it won't be a brotherhood of criminals and bastards, but instead, you know, the defenses of the first men, where we can be the vanguard for the realm against whatever may come from the lands of always winter with their ice spiders and their undead. But we have some other things that we have to do way before any of that happens, which is unify our throne and the lands beyond the wall. We do have the struggle mechanic, which I was looking at a little bit. I gotta find the struggle beyond the wall real quick. Yeah, so the struggle beyond the wall, we can end it with struggle endings. There are 3 of them. So this black is essentially the Iron Throne, or like Night's Watch allied, and then orange is going to be the Free Folk. White is, you know, wilderness not claimed. So we are going to attempt to go for the Warg Wood dominance. And it is time for a strong leader to finally drag the Free Folk from the mire of war and division. The true North will be united under an old king, under the old god's king, flying the Warg Wood banner. We have a ton of things that we have to do to achieve that. And so that's going to be some goals. And hopefully it will end with the dissolution of the Night's Watch, and we will be given the castles along the wall in which we can rebuild all of them, and perhaps even name the Night Fort, if we're able to rebuild the Night Fort as our capital. At least that's what I'd like to do. I've kind of been thinking about it. I think the Night Fort would be sweet to make our realm capital if we take the wall, or even the Fist of the First Man itself. It just depends on how things go. As always, if you guys are interested in the playthrough and you have any characters that you want to see and be involved, such as an example is our new Lord Harold Black Eye Croson, the bastard son of a Thin and a Night's Watchman. He is now a noble lord. We have given him the Crow's Nest in the far north of our lands, and he is wed. And we will see how his house prospers. There are a few other characters that people have put in the Discord that I brought in that have some cool backstories as to why they're here. And if you're interested in something like that, leave it down in the comment section down below. Or if you are in the Discord, there is a large dedication to Ck3 playthroughs where you guys can leave all kinds of suggestions. Sorry about that. We'll do a quick little overview of our current kingdom. Obviously, we hold Gregor's Fort, Hardholm. We are currently rebuilding. We also hold Winter's Keep, the Warg's Hall, and the Warg Tower, as well as the Fist of the First Man and the Hidden Keep near the Hidden Grove at Grumpkin's Heart. Those are all lands held by King Gregor and his family. We'll probably give like Winter's Keep to a second or third son. Same thing with the Warg's Hall in the future. And we have some important vassals that have lands. There's House Ice Iron, which is a cadet branch of House Forster. We have a bastard House Karstark / Stark House now with House Malstark, the maliceful son, Clay Hard son. He's rude, wrathful, and vengeful. So he is the red sun on a black background. He does have a son and a daughter, and hopefully he remarries soon enough. Let's see if we can actually get him to remarry. There's Quint White Stark. You know what? You won't accept that. Wildling crash culture. We do need to create our own culture and combine the North and the lands beyond the wall. Or the Northmen kind of create like a new Firstman culture, or the true Firstman. As well as I'm thinking about creating a new Old Gods offshoot and trying to combine plenty of the religions that are beyond the wall into one. You know, there's the Wildling Old Gods. But it would be sweet when we get the Night Fort and we can kind of do our own thing. So we have a Karstark Bastard House. We have the Riswells with a Domeric Wild Horse. He might create a cadet branch now that he has a son named Jonel. As well as in here, we have Harwood Snow, a Bastard House Hornwood. When he has his son, he might create a cadet branch. We have a few Wildling vassals that have bent the knee to the king, including House Star Whisperer. And their words are, "We heard the star fall." I wonder if they witnessed tens of thousands of years ago the star that fell from the heavens and landed at Starfall. Some interesting things to think about. There is also a Wildling clan of House Torbo, which they have adopted the Westerosi naming of houses instead of tribes. We have House Red Tree. And of course, we have Bronze Apple Fossaway has lands. Hopefully he creates a cadet branch and we can rename it to like Bronze Apple. Or another Fossaway name, but instead it be a Bronze Apple instead of a red one. House Ice Mark from the beginning of the series. And we also have another Wildling, House Myrrh, Things from the Frozen Sea. So we're currently growing. We're trying to assimilate Wildlings that are willing to bend the knee, including House Croson and Harold, who hopefully will have a son here soon with his lady wife Nella. But I think things are starting to go good. We do have an influx of cash currently, which we're obviously going to use on rebuilding Hardholm and the Fist of the First Man, which we have to wait just a little bit for those ruins to be rebuilt. Well, enough yapping. And I'm sure at some point in this video I will yap some more, but it is time for us to continue these struggles beyond the wall.
So we can come in here and siege or seize some of these de jure counties, such as the Jagged Hills. So we're gonna, I think I'm going to declare a ton of wars here. We do have 2,100 men. All of them are mostly men-at-arms. We should probably invest in some of these as well. We do have some Wolf's Guard, some Winter Wolves, and some Bowmen. Let's take a quick look at what other men-at-arms that we can raise up. We can have one more regiment. We have Stark Footmen, Stark Longbows, which I think I might replace with Bowmen. Or replace the Bowmen. So what are we looking at here? 27 damage, 13 toughness, 27 and 41. Holy shit. But I've already invested so much into these Bowmen. But these Stark Longbows are pretty goated. They also counter a whole swath of things. Archer Cavalry as well. They do great in winter. While these Bowmen don't do very good in winter. We can also get some Retinue Vanguard. Winterfell Sworn Swords. Which we have Winter Wolves, which are very similar. 55, 68. They do have 5 screening, which is good. 42, 44. So the Sworn Swords are better than the Winter Wolves in every way, minus the winter part of things. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to invest a little bit in these Stark Longbows. They're only 60. You know what? We're going to go all the way to 8 with them. We will throw them at the Warg Tower. And then I'm going to keep these Bowmen. And we will put them at hardpoint. And maybe in the future we'll get rid of some of these Bowmen. So I think before we declare war, we're going to wait for our Stark Bowmen to fill up. And I will do a quick jump cut until that happens. Or until something interesting occurs. So I've gone about just kind of looking at what's going on in the realm. And there's some interesting things going on. Some very interesting things. First of all, the Boltons are getting their shit pushed in. They are at war with the Umbers and the Karstarks. And they just declared war on the Hornwoods. We were allied with Lord Horan, or Alan Hornwood, but he died, so we lost our alliance with the Hornwoods. His son, Roderick, is attacking the Dreadfort. I don't think the Dreadfort is... I don't think House Bolton is going to be a thing for very long. Maybe we'll see an end of House Bolton. Or at least they will be unlanded soon. Because the losses that they're going to suffer from all of these battles is going to be quite frankly not good. What in the name? When the babe cradled in Queen Alice's looks up at me and his head is held high, his eyes glowing with pride. Or her eyes are glowing with eyes. Or with pride. My love, perhaps we should name her Ambrelli after your implicable acquaintance. Lady Butterwell. I don't remember her being friends with us. And I kind of hate that name. She is a skin changer. But you know what? We will take the 15 opinion. And then I'm going to just rename her. Because I don't like that name at all. I'm going to rename our daughter to Serena. I think that's a good name. Do we have a Serena already? We do not. Serena Vitstark, we will have her be educated. Not by me. I have better things to do. She's already great at martial. Goran Thunder, a bastard of House Sunderland, you will prove your worth to us. He does have the mark. He is of the fish people. He follows the faith of the old and the new. He's a sisterman. You will educate our daughter. You will protect her. You will be her sworn shield. And maybe we will find you a good wife. We don't have many of them. So maybe you'll have to wait, my boy. And maybe we will find you a piece of land in the future. So our archers are pretty much filled up here. Well, not really. They're at 245 out of 800. So I think I will be back. What is going on here? There's a peasant rebellion, and we are going to help our friend Carl the Bear. We are going to offer to join his war against peasants. We will raise our men at arms at Gregor's fort. 2,000 valuable men are going to march on these peasants. How the fuck are there 6,000 peasants around? And he has no men. He has 27 levies. Also, look at this man. So he's a giant. His wife, Lady Munda, is a giant. Alton, Hemoth, is Herculean and a giant. And Blaine is robust and a giant. House Hemoth is going to... Dude, they're just gonna birth fucking massive fucking chads. We're gonna have our own Gregor, Clegane, and Hodor very soon. In other words, I am promoting the culture of the Northmen here in Storage Point, also known as Hardholm, as well as trying to convert them to the true old gods. And we are going to march on with our 2,500 men. It says we will win this decisively. However, sometimes you can't trust the AI. We're not gonna let these shitty fucking wildling traders led by a man named Varamir burn our new kingdom. So we're gonna cut them down very easily. We lose 22 men. There were 6,000 of them wiped off the face of the earth. And I am going to recruit this man. Wait, can I not recruit him? He has some great stats. I would actually really like to recruit him. I'm going to keep him as a prisoner for now. I'm not going to cut his head off if he's willing to bend the knee. We'll wait for our friend here to end the war. Servants of the old gods, Lord Commander Clay Serwyn. As I open my eyes in the dark, I am immediately overwhelmed by an ominous feeling. Is someone watching me? Are you ready to embrace the truth, Gregor? I would recognize that voice from anywhere, and must be Lord Commander Clay Kerwin of the Night's Watch. The old gods offer you their blessings. Will you accept it? We gain which? Of course we will accept it. We are a devoted servant to the true gods, the old gods. And you know what? We will indulge with the Greensight vision. We will meditate at the heart tree, the wolf's eyes. As we meditate beneath the god's wood, our spirit slips out of our body, and suddenly you smell damp earth, game, and forest. As we open our eyes, they are no longer ours. We run through the woods in the body of a massive gray wolf. Every sound seems clear, every scent stronger. You can feel the heartbeat of the forest itself. As we stop before a pool of water, we realize that we are looking through the eyes of a wolf. We begin to hunt like a true wolf, seeking food. In the distance there is prey. But is it really you? We are going to explore and dominate the wolf's body. See what happens. Maybe we can get a wolf companion? Oh shit, this is not good. A life that is not yours. You are no longer a man. You run through the forest on 4 legs, the wind rushing through your fur with the scent. With the scents of the world reveal themselves to you. In the distance you spot a herd of deer. Further away you can catch the scent of a rabbit, and you are hungry. Your spirit is hungry and demands to be fed. Then a troubling thought crosses your mind. Your true body still lies motionless beneath the heart tree. What if you never find your way back? We can surrender completely to the wolf, or to the beast, or we can return to our mind. 25% chance we die, 25% chance we become infirm, but we can get wolf skin changer for 15 years, a pet dire wolf, and a pet dog. I think, ladies and gentlemen, we must risk it for the biscuits. We are the White Axe. We're the true man of the old gods. We're the king beyond the wall. Fuck it, we ball. We didn't die. And we have a pet dire wolf. Where's it at here? Pet dire wolf. Hell yeah. You control the wolf, allowing you to attack any target with it. +3 prowess, +3 martial, +4 prowess, minus 20% stress loss, or plus 20% stress loss. Some dread, some levies per... Knight advantage, +5%, and +5% army damage. That's pretty fucking good. We're being raided. We're gonna send the good old boys up there to deal with these wildling invaders. Hopefully we can stop them before they take out the Crow's Grove. So be it. We've had a mental breakdown, the wanting of desires, because we failed to do the building block event. We're overwhelmed by stress. That's not good. Wanting desires. Yes, we're gonna grab athletic. Maybe a different kind of outlet will help us. We're gonna get athletic. And we need to find... We're probably gonna pet our dog here. We need to lose some stress. But we don't have the decision to do that. Fuckers. We could meditate at a Warwood. Oh, it's because we're commanding an army. But we will command our men to protect our people and our kingdom against these shitty-ass wildling raiders. And they're already home. So we're gonna disband the troops. We have a new martial perk. We can also hold court. We are going to grab Organized March. I'm going to quickly check out our Royal Court. And we do have some inspirations that we can do. Somebody from the Vale has come north. We are going to sponsor it so he can make us a sword, hopefully, for 61 coin. We want an axe, though, hopefully. So an axe, hammer, or a mace, something that makes the use of our full strength. Somebody wants to do some metalworking. We will sponsor him as well for 61 coin. He is a man of the north and follows the old gods, which is good. Some court grandeur. We really don't have the cash to invest in this, so I'm not going to. And I don't want... Oh, I didn't want to do that. Whoops. We're gonna use the Winterfell Old Gods court visual for now. We're still being raided, but I think we're just gonna deal with these men now. Our archers are more than halfway consolidated, but we are going to seize the chiefdom of the... Well, hold on. So this is gonna be 16. It's going to be 32. We might as well get the High Chiefdom of the Drowned Forest. We will declare war. We will do the same here. We're going to declare plenty of wars here in the north. I'm going to do this off screen real quick. I'll do a quick little jump. Right, so we are at war with a large swath of the ununified tribes here in the north of the Warg Wood. We're gonna raise up our men. Holy shit, they have 1,000 men. Most of them are mercenaries. What the fuck? Where did you get mercenaries from? The wildlings have mercenaries, and so do these guys, I bet. These guys also have mercenaries? They do. And they have fucking giants! Uh-oh. Maybe I didn't think this through. Just kidding. We'll win in defensive battles. Just like right now, we will cut this force off first and foremost. Cut as many of these men down as we can. And we will march up. Maybe we'll play this a little defensively and wait for some of these men to march on us. But I think we can beat these guys pretty fervently. Inspiration, Fickle Philip. I bump into the very grave-looking Donald, my weaponsmith. Oh, they're my liege. I have hit a wall on my work. Nothing major. My ideas have gone to ground as the pressure mounts. We don't have much to go in the armory. However, we can use the hunter and athletic traits, and we know exactly what you need. Nothing happens. We got the neutral ending of that. Listen, we'll siege out your capital if we have to and end this war without suffering any losses. I'm fine with that. Captain does improve. We lost 1 man against their 1,000. We wiped them off the face of the earth. We're going to have to siege things out. It appears these men in the Forester Band of Old Weir are waiting for us to attack them. Where's Deadwood Grave? Deadwood Grove, where's that at? Oh, we already cleared that event Inspiration, a name to remember. We will dedicate it to our queen. The Night's Watch are going on a ranging to the frozen shore. And there's 267 men. I highly doubt they're going to be able to do much. Once again, we know exactly what you need. Too bad he lost. There's 1,000 men of House Stain raiding my lands, you fuckers. You fuckers over here in Skagos. Go fuck your unicorns. Stop stealing my gold. We're gonna end this war. We didn't have to fight those 1,000 men. We're gonna march on to Iggins Lodge. These guys are probably gonna take the Deadwood Grove, but that's okay. Being raided some more. Lord Aegon Redtree has become our friend, which is always good. Do we have a squire? We don't have a squire. That's okay. We're gonna influence Durin. We're gonna make him brave, or well, actually, ambitious is pretty good. We will take. Actually, we can't take the stress. We'll stress out just a little bit. Which is not good. I'll probably do a quick little jump cut because we all know how some of these small wars go. Not much goes on here beyond the wall. So I will be back when something interesting happens or the end of this conquest. Right, so some time has passed. Those wars were finished. And new lords have been appointed. Titles created. And an inspiration has been realized. King Gregor's Warhammer. Probably going to rename it and give it to our son. A Warhammer of masterful craftsmanship. The wrought iron head has been etched with the features of old god motifs and mounted on a sturdy hew shaft. A tiny but elegant inscription runs down its side, to my beloved Alice. Very lovely. We also have a Stark Crown, which gives us some prestige, tyranny loss, vassal tax contribution. So we're going to come here to Gregor's Warhammer. And if somebody has a good name for it, go ahead and let me know in the comment section down below. I know it's not Valyrian Steel, but it is going to be a family artifact. We do have Whiteout, so I think I'm going to name this one maybe Frost. Because hold on, so there's the Ancestral Sword, Ice of House Stark. So maybe this will be Forced. No, Frost. Frostbreaker. It is a Warhammer. But we are going to give this to our son. And I think it is time for us to call for a coronation. So we're going to come here to Durin, our great son. We are going to make him ambitious. And I don't think I can gift him the artifact. No, because he's proposed. And we're waiting on this situation here. Family feast for hope. We lose some more stress, which is always good. And we have made Durin ambitious. We're going to take some stress, but that's okay. He is ambitious and bossy. Hopefully that turns into brave. It'd be very cool if that turned into brave. But until now, we're going to give him Frostbreaker. Lookout towers have been constructed at the Warg Halls. We've given him that Warhammer. King Anilos the Impaler. What a fucking nickname. Methods of what? Torture, I'm assuming? Oh, yeah, I think it was methods of torture. It'd be great for us to find him a wife. Probably preferably younger. He could marry one of the Fossilway girls. The Hornwood girl, a Sarwick. Amelia Hemoth. Which might be, I think that's what we gotta do. I think that's what we're gonna do. He's gonna be, our son and heir is going to be betrothed to Amelia Hemoth, the son of the Bear of Last Hearth. We're gonna go ahead and send that. Mira. Are there any sons? Any first sons? We're gonna go all the way down. Goldhorn. Huh? Oh, shit. He created his offshoot house. I'm not a fan of it, so I'm gonna fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that real quick. There is a Riswell, Fossilway, a Moustark. I'll get into that, but real quick, we're gonna go over the new vassals, and of course I'm gonna fix House Goldhorn, salvation over piety. I don't know how I feel about that. It was a Hornwood. I'm sure I'll figure something out with that. Goldhorn. But quickly, we have the Lordship of the Jagged Hills, which is or owned and controlled by a wildling chieftain of House Redbone. Gruesome and gory is their house words. They have a red skull. They control part of the Jagged Hills, and there's Lord Hother Brownbarrow, an old godsman from the Barrowlands in the north. He must have traveled beyond the wall and was a guest with his family, so we gave him the Horned Keep, which does have the Milkwater Currens. Unfortunately, he made his capital in one of the worst spots, which is unfortunate for him. We've kept another of the wildling chieftains who had bent the knee, House Dirgewood. We hear the Godswood songs. He is kind of dying, but he does have at least an heir and some spares with his daughter. And we have given some more lands to Harold Black-Eye Crowson, which is always good to see. Now, we do have some more wars that I'm probably going to declare to continue unifying our lands. The Thenns are going to be quite the force to go up against, I believe. They'd have a ton of men-at-arms. They have giants, which is fucking crazy. Maybe we can attempt to cause some destabilization. And we might have to invest in some more men-at-arms or attempt to get an ally from the north. However, we can finish up the Shivering Shore here and take some of these tribal holdings as well as start expanding towards the Frozen Shore. And I think that's a good plan. Now, to go to this fucking situation down here, House Goldhorn. I'll be back with a new coat of arms and house words. And I kind of like the Goldhorn, but I'll be back in a moment. So here we have the Bastard Cadet branch of House Hornwood, Goldhorn. And it's kind of some inverted colors. We have a kind of orangish brown moose with golden antlers on a black background instead of the brown and black moose on an orange background. So it's some inverted colors with some gold thrown in there. There is Rodwell Goldhorn, who has been born. Bayard Moustark, I think I'm going to have him marry Daria, our daughter Daria. They're both 2 years old. And it will not be matrilineal because we want his house to continue on. House Moustark. So, Daria Vitstark will marry her distant cousin Baynard Moustark. We'll send that. And we will come to our son and heir. And he is going to marry... Or did I already send that? I think I already sent that, I just forgot. We haven't waited for it to be accepted is all. Carl has accepted that his daughter, Amelia, will be betrothed to the Prince Durin, which is always good. I think we will come to Alton, and Alton will marry the Princess Jane. Well, no, Jane's kind of, she's got the best stats. I think I want to keep her in the house. So, yeah, so she will marry... Or he, Alton, will be betrothed to Mira. We will send that betrothal as well. And we will go on a final warpath to end this episode as we consolidate the north. Welcome home. Always good to be welcomed. Oh, we're being raided by the Thenns. So we're going to raise up an army. We're going to kick their asses. And maybe we'll weaken them enough that, we can declare war on them. And holy shit, we've formed... Oh. Why? Why are you doing this to me? That's not good. It does this in the neck as well, and it fucking can cause your game to crash. So everybody consolidate here. Unite all the armies, please. No, stop. Unite all the armies into one. Can we cut off the Thenns? A son has been born, Prince Rickard Vikstark. We will accept that. He is a green seer and a skin changer. We will educate our son. And unfortunately, he was born with no free buffs, but we will teach him the way of the sword. Room the Rule has procced as well, which is always good. See, can our 3,000 men get here? So we can get the definitive bonus? We can. Osha has killed Stieg of Shruther. We've recovered our loot, and we obliterated all of those 2,000 Fen warriors. Fuck, man, they still have 7k men. We're gonna have to invest a lot in our men-at-arms, I think. Or we're gonna have to, commit to fighting defensively. So we have 2 pet dogs. Our direwolf needs to be named, though. Unfortunately, I can't choose a name for our good boy. He is a very good boy, the direwolf is, and we have our pet dog Snow. Ruins of Valeria situation. I have not seen this before. Wait a minute. Partial restoration. I might have to look into that for some of our playthroughs. Maybe the House Azurian one, if I get that that pop-up. Right. I'm going to disband the troops for now. And we are going to invest in the military. We can hold court. I think I will do that for now. Lady Regent Tareen of the Broken Wood, who is married to Conald Icemark, has approached... Her husband has approached us. Your Highness, I'm sure that someone in the kingdom is trying to harm my husband. Well, that's not good. You think, malice is not a crime. Our steward, Abernoff Hassmaester. Yes, we will invest in trade. We'll spend 400 coin to build the city in Winter's Keep. Here. And the rift in the Warg Wood. Both the Bronze Apple Fossaway and House Hemoth are valuable subjects. We charm the pair of them, which is always good. Our port business is done, and we can continue to go to war. So we're going to come to our military. And one thing that the wildlings don't have is good cavalry. So we are going to increase our Winter Sun Ravagers by a little bit. And same thing with our Mangonels. And I think I would do a jump. We'll declare some wars. And I would jump to once these wars are over, and we'll see how we're looking after we deal with some prisoners. We do have some prisoners here. A lot of them are kind of useless. Some of them are good. I think we will recruit you and demand that you convert. And the rest of you guys, we will ransom. I'm not too worried about. But yeah, so we're going to declare some wars. I'll come back after we get the war started here. And it appears right before I could declare some war, we have a situation arising here. Our spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not know it, someone is plotting to kill me. This is Alana Reed, married to Dagon. They have not yet had any children, which is unfortunate because it would be sweet to get Dagon some land on the frozen shore, create his offshoot house. And, because I'm making it fucking House Dagon, and it's gonna be a green hand on a black round, or on a... I'll mix some colors up with the reed and drum there, but he follows, the Storm God. I'm gonna make him House Dagon, because that just, if you know, you know, the bone hand. Somebody's trying to fucking kill me. Not a fan of that at all. Salt Dornish segmented armor. We have Stark scale armor. We don't need it. We do need some money, though. Right, so we're going to declare some wars. What is going on here? Is there a peasant rebellion? Oh, I don't care about this vassal of a vassal dealing with peasants. You can figure it out. We're going to go to war with House Thalay. We will declare war for all of our claims. House Ashman, the same is true for you. And Clan Gory, or Gorley, the same is true for you as well. We will throw a rally point here in the north. Raise up our men-at-arms. Here in the Frozen Grave. Oh no, it appears that there's also an issue with rallying troops here this far north. Don't like that. It's better than the 5,000 that you get to raise up in the neck when it happens. And I don't think these guys really had much of a force to go up against us, so it's probably just going to be some sieges. Never mind, I lied. How do you have so many men? You have 1,000 mercenaries. 4 months of sieging. House Redwine loses the lordship of the Arbor to a lowborn. What the fuck? High Prince, what is going on? High Prince Wilfred? Hashtag what that mean? How the fuck are you a High Prince? Jahari's the Conciliator's doing good. Aemond is not dead yet. Rhaenys is married to a Stark. And there's a Chad named Alex Targaryen in line to succession. Hopefully, maybe there won't be a dance because she has a son with white hair. That isn't a Valerian, he's a Targaryen. Lord Robert's friendship. Lord Robert Bronze Apple Fossaway. He has a certain charm. I don't mind being friends with you. 50 men are sieging out a settlement of the Silent Hills. I don't think they're going to be able to do much. With suspicion, I took Durin out playing with a bow, and to my surprise, he ran to a wounded doe. He later lashed at me, thinking I'd staged the whole encounter. Oh, both of these are shit. I would rather you be sadistic than paranoid. Paranoid's terrible. I'd rather you not be either of those, to be honest. Our wife is pregnant again. Which is always good to see. Never have too many children. We're gonna end this war and take the lands. Where are those 3,000 men at? Nowhere to be found, I suppose. I found the 3,000 men, or the 2,500 men. I don't think they're gonna push me. But it would be great to be able to get some giants. The Cold Cradle. None of the men beyond the wall keep to the pact. Some have turned to darker, colder gods, and that is what is a son's life compared to the favor of their gods. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe we should destroy the ice point, turn it to ruin. I guess we're gonna have to fight these guys. Easy money. We'll enforce those demands there on the ones that worship the fucking ice gods of cold and death. And that was an easy fight just the same. These wildlings can do nothing against a well-trained Barthagon. Barthagon. I don't know how I like Barthagon. Once again, he is a skin changer and he has the Greensight. I think we will name him Asher. We will educate the boy as well, somebody who is good at martial. Perhaps Dagon will do it. And once we end this war, we'll probably come towards the end of this episode. We're going to enforce our demands. So be it. We will disband our troops and send them home. And now we have some lands here that we're going to have to reconvene and feudalize in the future. All is well. Times like this have become rare, which is good. Now the Cold Cradle. Service well, Lord Igon. On Red Tree. So Blue Ice does not have any special buildings, but Ice Point has the Cold Cradle. The Bliss of a Soulmate. We'll never get tired of being with our Queen Alice. Fucking Gothamahig. Are we in... Where the fuck are we at for that name to be there? I don't like House Pole. Probably gonna take all of these guys as lands. Don't care if they're wildlands, so I'm gonna go do some administrative things here with the lands in the north. And until then... Are there any cool ruins up here? Sometimes there's some cool hidden ruins. Right, so I'm gonna do a quick jump cut. I'm gonna take some lands, I'm gonna redistribute to some loyal vassals. And until then, I will be back in just a moment. Right, I've divvied out some more land. The Lord Mors Sarwick of House Sarwick of a small Westerlands house. We have given the Lordship of the Sivering Shore, and we have given him the Ice Point in a few of these frozen lake lands. And then we have given him the vassal, our uncle Ronald Hornwood, the Hell Coast, Blue Ice, and the Torch River to control and build up and act as a frontiersman in the north. And I wish the best to happen for these two lords, and we will attempt to build up their lands as best as we can. However, the cost of building in the north is very fucking crazy. And Alphen Redbone has been sent to be trained by us, and he is definitely an impressive heir, which is always great to see. Perhaps we can have him marry Serena's first words. What else can you say? We will have you be betrothed. Nope, you won't accept that. That's okay. Because of the shitty wildling tribal differences. We do have a royal court pop up. A little language. Greeting, my serene king, Harlan says. Holding his arms, I'm very interested in the upbringing of your son Durin. You see, I speak the old language that I believe would be most useful for him to learn. 70 gold is crazy. We'll see what happens here. Durin succeeds in learning the language of the old gods, which is very good to see. And the popular heir, there is a war going on as peasants. Wait. What? Why does Simon Falsaway have this? What the fuck? How did that happen? Oh my god. They were killed in a siege by these peasants. Hold on. We're getting Lady Morna back. Oh my god, we're getting Lady Morna back we're fixing this situation. The Iron Throne is not gonna have that. Right, so just some time has passed. The Lord Robert Bronzeapple Fossway, who was killed in a siege along with his son. His wife, Lady Morna, died in childbirth, but her son, Malwyn Fossaway, lives on. The poor boy will be our ward, and he will be Hoarfrost Claw. Please educate this boy. Convert him to the culture of the Northmen. And convert his faith. And we are gonna give him the lands of his father and the Antler River. Such a shame that his father died. I'm gonna grant him those titles, and the young boy will be taught how to rule in the ways of the Northmen. There have been some terrible fucking things occurring. Lady Alana was killed in a siege by rebels. The daughter of Clay Harwood here. We need to get him we need to find him a wife so that he can have more children. His son is still betrothed to our daughter Daria. Some other horrible news come from the Golden Valley and House Goldhorn, as Lord Harwin Goldhorn was also slain in battle against peasants rising up, these damn free folk. I'm gonna start eradicating them all. His son is the last one alive in their family, well, other than his mother Daria. And hopefully Rodwell lives on. What a fucking shame. Some sad things are going on. Sad things indeed. Rodwell Snow. Don't we have a snow that needs some land? Or that could get some land? I'm kind of trailing a little bit. I need to end this episode. Maybe I'm wrong. We need to get some more women in these parts. We do have some prisoners here. 36 years old. Convert to the true gods. You won't do it. Okay, we'll just recruit you then. Skagus. We're not going to get much out of this. Well, I want to thank everybody for watching. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you're new here. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comment section down below. If you guys aren't in the Discord, go ahead and check it out. There should be a link in the channel bio if you guys want to join the community Discord. And if you want to help support me, please just comment, be engaged, leave a like, and if you want to support me even more, consider becoming a member of the channel. And until then, take it easy, and I'll see you guys on the next one.